Welcome to another video from KaiX Media. I just wanted to make this short video about on-the-page SEO. So basically breaking down a little bit of information on how the SEO works and what would we be suggesting if you were to work with us. And this is basically the basic principles of what SEO consists of. So anywhere you go or whatever team you decide to work with, this is what the foundations are so you can be aware of what it is. So first and foremost, there will be three things. It'll be content, architecture, and HTML. And I'll go briefly over each one of those and what they consist of. So content, what kind of content is your website providing? For example, is there keywords? What kind of titles are you using? What kind of are the content you post? Are they relevant to what people are searching for? Is it a hot topic? Things of that sort you want to take into consideration and find the exact keywords that are going to be most helpful for your website. Now the second one would be architecture. How is it designed? How is it going to help Google and the search engine help it crawl into your website and figure out what it is your website is about? The architecture is very important. What kind of content is it? Is it a vertical, horizontal? Is it mobile friendly? Is it desktop? What is it? Things of that sort. That's what the architecture consists of. How is it going to be, is it mobile friendly? You always want to take all that into consideration. You always want to make sure it's also accessibility friendly. Nowadays, that fact that there's a lot of cases going on that websites aren't accessible to those who have disabilities. That's very crucial nowadays. Now that people are paying attention to that, we want to have that set for you. Now the third aspect is HTML, hypertext markup language. That is the code that the World Wide Web uses, and that's what your web page is written in, HTML. So in this case, is your meta tags, is your alt written on there? Is it possible for Google, not just Google, but the internet, the computer, able to read what your website is about? Having all that stuff in there is very important. You can't just have, I'm just going to build a website, put my title, have pictures, and put a video and put a link of some sort. That's not going to help your webpage rank anywhere. You can't just create a simple. If you want to make your webpage rank, you want to monetize your webpage, you need to actually go in depth and actually build it from the ground up and not just start at some point or a pre-made website. You always want to make sure that's in there. Also the speed, how fast is it? How fast is all that coding loading in the background as you type in the website or you click the link to the website? How fast does it load? HTML has to go through all those codes before it can actually load the whole page. So how fast is it? Is there a bunch of code in there that's not necessary? Can you have that code parsed? Can you have that code, somehow delay it so it can be loaded in the background? Certain things you can have, loaded in the background before the whole page is loaded for the person who's viewing it. Things of that sort you want to have. You want to make sure that is in place for your website. So yeah, those are the three kind of the basic fundamentals of SEO on the page. Now I will make a separate video where it's off the page SEO, where we talk a little bit more of how other things help your website rank up higher. So there's three things. There's on the page, off the page, and there's things that you can do in conjunction with those two, but they're just separate things, minimal things, but that do count and that they make a difference. I'm Kevin with KaiX Media and hope you find this video very useful. See you in the next one.